Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron Kramers here with my buddy
Thomas McConnell.
And tonight we're going to be talking about the 1978 John Carpenter classic Halloween.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, where to start with this film? I mean, when you think about it, this is the film that pretty much defined the slasher genre.
Oh yeah, it's one of those, it's what I would call a proto-slasher.
I mean, there were some slashers before it, like maybe like Psycho or
Black Christmas
and a couple other ones, but this is the film which pretty much just set the standard for the genre as a whole, kind of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, after this film, there was like a whole big stream of copycats.
One of them includes like, well, I wouldn't call them copycats, like some stuff like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I mean, they took the formula and they put their own thing on it. They put their own spin. And that's the great thing about this film, because it inspired a whole generation, basically. I mean, yeah, weird thing, because when you think about it, there are a lot of kind of callbacks to Psycho in a way. Mm-hmm. I mean, for God's sakes, one of the characters is literally named Sam Loomis. And we have Jamie Lee Curtis, the daughter of Janet Leigh in the movie. Mm-hmm. It's like that theory suggesting that Loomis is apparently Sam Loomis from Psycho or something like that. Let's get down to the brass tacks about this film. Now, I don't think we really have to explain the story, because everybody knows the story, right?
Yeah, you should know what the movie's about.
Not to mention, this film's been rebooted more times than a broken computer, almost.
Yeah.
But if we had to talk about it, let's first talk about the first big thing about this film, the music.
Oh, John Carpenter's score.
It's so iconic, and basically, it's sort of like, without this theme, the movie wouldn't work, almost.
Yes.
It's kind of like Jaws with his theme, pretty much. He needs the theme.
Or Psycho.
Or Psycho, or anything, really. This theme is the soul of the movie, pretty much. Mm-hmm. It's simple, yet effective at creating tension. Oh, it's very tension-filled, which is strange, because when this film came out, people almost dismissed it as being a exploitative gore fest, in a way. Well, but when you think about it, there's barely any violence. Barely any blood in it, I mean.
Yeah.
Heck, the only thing we see, pretty much, is Jamie Lee Curtis getting slashed on the arm, I think, pretty much.
Yeah.
And even that's saying something. And I love the opening a lot, also. The whole POV shot, and if you look really closely, you can see the cuts, but because they're so minimum, it almost looks like it was shot in one take, almost. Yeah. Even though it was clearly shot with probably, like, I don't know how many shots. But yeah, pretty much there's that. And Michael himself is a pretty menacing character, actually. He's very mysterious. I really also like the film for another thing. It's a tactic that they used. If you look really closely in some shots of the film, you can clearly see Michael there, almost. He's like just always there, creeping up on you, kind of. Yes. And that's the thing, because you never know. This guy could be anywhere, kind of thing. That's why they call him the Shape, because he's not a man. He's pretty much just a shape, pretty much. And you gotta admit, that William Shatner mask is something to look at.
They were originally going to go with the clown mask throughout the whole movie.
Well, I don't know, clowns are scary, but you want to kind of stand out, sort of, with that, so I'm glad they went with the Shatner mask, kind of. As John Carpenter said, William Shatner pretty much helped start my career. I mean, let's face it, Shatner is pretty much the face of pure evil.
Spock, would you mind giving me the knife to kill these teenagers?
Captain, I do believe that is quite illogical.
No, that's the whole point.
That might explain why he's able to teleport everywhere, pretty much. Like, Scotty, be me over here now. Well, we also have to talk about our leading final girl, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Oh, I like the other girls. I'm not so big a fan of the Totally girl.
Oh, totally.
I never want to hear that word again.
Totally will not happen.
But Jamie Lee, at least, comes off as very, she's a very introverted girl and kind of shy, but you actually feel very sympathetic about her.
Yeah.
You want her to survive this. Like, you're actually concerned for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes a good final girl. Just a normal teenager, pretty much.
Donald Pleasance.
Oh, yeah. He was, like, the major actor they had to get for this film, kind of. Because this film wasn't shot for too much, right?
Yeah, it was like, shot for, like, $300.
Pretty much, almost, and he was sort of like the big name actor they needed to help sell this film.
Yeah.
Heck, he's listed first in the credits. And yeah, Donald Pleasance gives another really good performance because he's there to basically hype up Michael, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's like he's kind of like Quint and Van Helsing pretty much combined together, pretty much. He's there to fight the monster and all that. And also, for my James Bond fans out there, we'll always remember him as Ernst Stavro Blofeld, Mr. Bond. The look that inspired Dr. Evil, pretty much.
Now, if there's any problems you have with the movie, what is it?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, there was at least a few problems. Like, I can clearly tell that this film was shot somewhere in California.
It was actually shot in spring in Southern California.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, because if you look really closely, you can actually see some palm trees in the background. And also, I don't know, I feel like they had to literally put leaves everywhere because it's not fooling anyone that it was set in autumn. I don't think a lot of people know this, but apparently there was actually another horror icon that was also in that film.
Robert Englund.
Yeah, he was in that as guy that throws leaves on the set. That's a pretty dull role for him, but I get it. He was starting out. It wasn't really his time yet to shine.
Yeah.
Soon, Robert. You never know. The biggest concern I have is that a dude that was put in a mental asylum for 15 years, and he knows how to drive, apparently. He must have had a hell of an instructor in that thing. It's like, okay, Michael, now for this turn, you're going to watch... No, strangling. All those aside, I think that's just nitpicks at best, because this film, on a whole, is very effective at being very menacing and terrifying, actually.
Yeah. Alright, so what would you rate this movie?
I'll admit, I liked the film, but I kind of felt like it was almost too good, almost. Because almost none of the other sequels could really capture the magic of the first film. And don't even get me started on that frickin' Rob Zombie remake. Ugh, I did not like that at all. Mm-hmm. But the movie's a classic, and I like the fact that it inspired a whole wave of new horror films afterwards. So, this film is so good. I don't care that it was made on a very shoestring budget. It's so good, very atmospheric, and that's what I love about horror movies. So I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10, pretty much. If you had to say something that you didn't particularly like about the film, what would it be?
There was no Wayne's World theme or Dr. Evil
references.
So I'm giving it a 1. No, I'm joking. This is actually an excellent horror movie. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with the bell to get notification. And hope to see you guys next time.
Before we go, though, I think it's important that we sing this one song in commemoration for this film, actually.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy Halloween, guys.